Well, good morning, TikTok, and happy Tuesday to you. So this comment comes in, and he's like, hey, I've got a real problem. And it goes on to say, it's kind of funny, but kind of sad all at the same time. Be careful what you expect. Basically, what he's saying is, my truck runs great. How long until, well, it doesn't? And it's just a matter of time until it explodes, right? Well, if you listen to social media and you listen to all the comments and stuff, recognize what's going to happen. What's going to happen is you're going to have this sense that the world's coming after you, that all these bad things are going to happen and everything else, and it's just a matter of time till your life implodes, and that's just not the way that it is. This old adage about, God helps those who help themselves, that's not actually anywhere in the book that I read. But expect good things, that is in there. And there's any number of places where it says such things. But I would tell you that having an Edge Insight CTS3 or other digital monitoring solution is the answer to giving you early indications. On my favorite truck, my '05 Excursion, do you know that my alternator, I knew it was going bad for, man, I'm going to tell you, about a year before I actually made the time to change it. And what told me? Is it because I had a battery on the dash? Sure wasn't, because my gauges told me that my charging voltage wasn't quite where it should be. And my resultant battery voltage, key on, engine off, was getting just a little bit lower, a little bit lower, a little bit lower. And so what I noticed is that over time, this was getting worse and worse and worse. And so that one day, when I had a minute, which sadly took about a year, I went ahead and I changed out the alternator. And you know that I never, ever killed my FICM. Isn't that awesome? I was never on the side of the road. I never shot my batteries. I never did anything. I've changed out the alternator and life was good, but it's because I had monitoring ahead of time. So if you've got an Edge Insight or a SCT or a scan gauge or even an Elm device we've talked about recently, just anything to give you live data, that is the key, I promise you. And so you go ahead and you say, hey, look, it used to be that key on, engine off, I was at 12.1, now I'm at 12. Used to be that I was at 12, and now I'm at 11.9. And it's like, man, maybe I'm down to, for me, the threshold is 11.7. If you're key on, engine off, and you're below 11.7, it's time to do something. You got a battery problem, then the question is why? Or your IPR duty cycle, right after you start the truck when it's cold, it should be 30%. If it's 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, man, you got a high pressure oil thing cooking in the back scenes. Or hot, if it's above 23%, you got an issue there, right? Or your oil temp versus coolant temp. If you're north of 15 degrees, driving on the flats, doing 60, 65 miles an hour, driving on the flats, not in the mountains, not pulling a trailer, nothing like that. Hey, look, an oil cooler is coming soon to a theater near me, unless I go ahead and I grab some VC9 from FICMRepair.com and follow the backflush guide on the maintenance tips page that talks about how to lose the Ford Gold coolant. And, it's up to you what path you want to take here. If you want to wait till the thing's dead, you can do that. It's a free country, well, kind of, mostly free. But at any rate, gauges will tell you these answers, and you can have the reliability that you want, and the peace of mind that you want, and everything else, and just life is better. So don't believe the haters. These are great, great, great motors. They're great drive lines. They tell you everything you need to know, and life is good and getting better. All right? Appreciate you. That's the word of the day. FICMRepair.com. We're all in this together. Appreciate you guys. Take care.